Namaste. On 8th August at around 2:15 p.m. Indian Standard Time, the full moon begins. And this full moon or Purnima is falling in the sign of Capricorn, Shravan Nakshatra. Shravan Nakshatra, as I have already mentioned earlier in my podcast, that Shravan is the good boy of the galaxy. Shravan is a nakshatra that is very much interested in acquiring more and more knowledge. It is also a very devotional nakshatra. No matter where you are born, if you are born in Shravan Nakshatra, then you will definitely learn and upgrade yourself at some stage of life. So the full moon day is happening in such a beautiful nakshatra of Shravan. So how this full moon day will impact your zodiac sign is what I have revealed in this podcast, followed with a beautiful story. Always remember, 3 days before the full moon day and 3 days after the full moon day, the impact is felt. So many of you may have started feeling the impact of this full moon day from today itself, that is from 5th August. Now, depending on the Mahadasha that you are currently going through and the transits in your birth horoscope, you will experience the impact of this full moon day. If it is a difficult Mahadasha, you may start feeling uneasy. If you are going through Rahu Mahadasha, Ketu Mahadasha, then you become a very easy victim for black magic attacks. In this human life, along with good friends, you also have secret enemies, open enemies, who are constantly trying to finish you, who are constantly trying to pull your legs, and then they use this kind of cheap means of black magic. So many people suffer because of so much of this black magic attacks. But as I always say, you will continue to suffer because of black magic until your difficult planetary dasha or transit is going on. The moment your planets change, the black magic impact also comes down. But by the time it comes down, you have to stay patient. That is what Sai Baba says, Shraddha or Saburi. Don't become offensive because they are doing on you, don't do it on them, because then again you are falling in that vicious cycle. Just stay patient. Let them attack. You focus on your defense. Try to defend yourself. And there are many ways to do so. In fact, in many of my podcasts, I have already mentioned about these different defensive methods that you can implement. There is nothing as such ready-made that you will get on your plate. You have to make efforts to defend yourself. And what are those efforts? I have already mentioned in my previous podcasts. So during Purnima and Amavasya, if you are going through any difficult Mahadasha, then you are bound to feel restless. You may face anxiety issues. You may even feel depressed. You may even feel high. You may overreact, especially during the full moon period. So, I just want to let you know that you will be perfectly fine if you make efforts towards self-purification and self-growth. And so in this podcast, I have talked briefly not only about the impact of full moon on all signs, but also specific insights that will help you gain more confidence and realize that Sabka Malik Ek. Meaning the person who is doing black magic on you and you yourself, the master is the one, the Almighty God. He is doing it by ignorance, but you don't do it back. Don't retaliate. If you are wise, if you are faithful, just stay patient. क्योंकि सबका टाइम आता है. Today it's yours, tomorrow it will be his or her, whosoever is attacking you. So just stay patient and do not react. Keep walking. As you keep walking, the way appears. So let's begin with this podcast, and very soon I'll be coming live on YouTube. We'll have to find a specific date. You also can suggest me, you all can suggest me which date and which day you are more comfortable to join my live session. So on this note, let's begin with this podcast. Full moon is rising in the sign of Capricorn in the divine Shravan Nakshatra. The beauty of the moment is that Mercury is no longer combust, and by 11th August, Mercury will shed its retrograde cloak and walk direct again. This means the fog of confusion, the misunderstandings in your relationships will begin to clear. Many of you who were waiting endlessly for that one job call, your wait will soon be over. If you feel stuck right now, my message is be patient. Just a few more days, and after 11th August, you will feel the momentum returning, life breathing again, possibilities opening their doors. The direct pace of Mercury paired with the gentle blessing of the full moon in Shravan is a cosmic sign that things that had frozen in your life will finally begin to move, bringing that long missing smile back on your face. But, and I have always said this, if you are walking through the karmic corridors of Rahu Mahadasha, Ketu Mahadasha or Shani Mahadasha, then be cautious. 3 days before the full moon, that is 3 days before 8th August and 3 days after 8th August can test your patience, stir anxiety and create restlessness. During this time, keep your energy pure, avoid non-veg food and chant the powerful protective mantra. Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha. Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha. Om Kala Bhairavaya Namaha. Chant this Kala Bhairav mantra 108 times morning and evening. This is your shield. Remember, it is always wiser to play defensive than offensive when it comes to energy. And now let's see how this full moon in Capricorn in the serene Shravan Nakshatra will embrace each zodiac sign. When I say zodiac sign, I mean the moon sign, because Vedic astrology is rooted in the moon sign. Your Mahadasha, even your name, is derived from the moon sign nakshatra. But you can also check from your ascendant, because sometimes your ascendant sign takes the front seat while your moon sign watches quietly from behind. So let's begin with Aries. Aries, this full moon lights up your career house. A long pending work matter may find its resolution and recognition could finally come your way. If you have been waiting for the right opportunity to prove yourself, this is your moment to speak, but speak wisely. Avoid impulsive reactions, especially with seniors. A positive shift in your professional circle will bring hope. Taurus, the full moon illuminates your 9th house of luck, wisdom, and spiritual growth. Travel plans, spiritual journeys, or an important meeting with a mentor may be on the cards. Your faith will guide you through uncertainties. If studying or planning higher education, this is the right phase to move ahead with your plans. Gemini, this full moon stirs your 8th house, a time of transformation, hidden revelations, and karmic clearing. Financial matters connected with inheritance, insurance, or joint assets may come to the surface. Avoid unnecessary risk taking. Meditation and spiritual practices will help you navigate inner restlessness. Cancer, the moon shines in your 7th house, bringing focus to partnerships. For many Cancerians, relationships will either deepen or require important conversations. If single, a fated meeting may occur. Business partnerships also find clarity after a phase of confusion. Avoid bringing past baggage into new beginnings. Leo, the full moon in your 6th house brings the urge to get your life in order. Health, discipline, and work routines will demand attention. If you have been neglecting your body, now is the time to commit to positive changes. At work, your problem-solving skills will be highlighted and appreciated as well. Virgo, your 5th house glows under this full moon. Romance, creativity, and joy awaken again. If you have been feeling emotionally distant, love will start flowing back into your life. Creative projects will pick up momentum, and parents may feel proud of their children's achievements. Libra, home, family, and emotional security take center stage. You may redecorate your space, reconnect with family, or feel a nostalgic pull towards your roots. However, avoid unnecessary arguments at home during the full moon days to maintain harmony. Scorpio, the full moon in your 3rd house brings communication, travel, and networking opportunities. Conversations you have now could open new doors. Siblings or close friends may play an important role during this time. Use your words to heal and inspire rather than to hurt. Sagittarius, finances, self-worth, and stability take the spotlight. If you have been waiting for payment or financial clearance, it may finally come through. However, be mindful of expenses. Invest in things that bring long-term growth and security rather than short-term pleasure. Capricorn, this is your full moon, Capricorn. It is happening in your sign. A cycle is ending and a new you is ready to emerge. Personal growth, appearance changes, and important decisions will define this period. Others will notice your shift in energy. Use this time to release what no longer serves your highest purpose. Aquarius, the moon lights your 12th house. Solitude, dreams, and spiritual retreat calls you now. If you have been pushing yourself too hard, take a step back and rest. Pay attention to your dreams as they may carry important guidance. This is also a powerful time for healing from past wounds. Pisces, your 11th house of gains, social connections, and future plans shines bright. Support from friends, mentors, or social networks will help you move forward. Dreams may feel closer to reality now. Avoid over-promising. Keep your commitments realistic and focused. And so, as the full moon graces the divine Shravan Nakshatra, a nakshatra deeply connected with Lord Vishnu, the most beautiful way to align yourself with this cosmic current is by immersing in the chanting of Vishnu mantras. You may choose Om Vishnave Namaha, Om Vishnave Namaha, or Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, or Om Namo Narayanaya, Om Namo Narayanaya. These three are not just mantras, they are living vibrations, seeds of divine energy that tune your being to the frequency of peace, protection, and inner bliss. The Shravan Nakshatra is a symbol of listening. Shravanam means to hear, and when you chant with devotion, the sound of the mantra becomes the bridge between you and the infinite grace of Lord Vishnu. The more you focus on chanting any of these three sacred mantras during the full moon day and for 3 days thereafter, the more you will notice a subtle yet profound shift within you. Your heart will feel lighter, your mind calmer, and your spirit happier than ever before. It is as if the knots of worry begin to loosen and a gentle current of divine assurance begins to flow through you. Remember this: you are born out of attachment. You live bound by attachment. You die carrying attachment. And even your next birth takes shape based on the attachments you carry when you leave this human body. Buddha says the root of all suffering is attachment. You may think you have detached yourself from everyone, yet there will be always that one bond, that one person, that one thread that still holds you. If someone says, I am completely detached, they are only deceiving themselves. No matter how spiritually evolved you are, one attachment always remains. But in the natural rhythm of lifetimes, it fades in the next birth cycle. There is no need to force it, no need to be anxious about it. Detachment is not instant. You can't read a few spiritual books and suddenly become free. That would only be a performance, a mask, a fake thing. Real detachment blossoms slowly, silently, as your awareness deepens. And as awareness grows within, detachment follows like a shadow. This reminds me of a beautiful story, a story of transformation where a master thief became a saintly devotee, all because awareness touched his heart. Nagarjuna was one of the greatest spiritual masters that the East has given birth to. He used to live naked with just a begging bowl, a wooden begging bowl, but kings worshipped him, queens worshipped him. He came to the capital and the queen touched his feet and said, I feel very much offended by your wooden bowl. You are a master of masters. Hundreds of kings and queens are your followers. I have prepared a golden bowl for you.
studded with beautiful diamonds, emeralds. Please don't reject it. It will wound me very much. It will hurt me very much. For 3 years, great artists have been working on it, and now it is ready. She was afraid that Nagarjuna might say, I cannot touch gold. I have renounced the world. But Nagarjuna did not say anything. He said, okay, you can keep my begging bowl. Give me the golden one. Even the queen was a little shocked. She was thinking that Nagarjuna would say, I cannot accept it. She wanted him to accept it, but still, deep in her unconscious, somewhere was the old Indian tradition that the awakened one has to live in poverty, in discomfort, as if discomfort and poverty have something spiritual in them. There is nothing spiritual in them. Nagarjuna said, okay. He didn't even look at the golden bowl. He went away. There was a master thief in that capital. And the master thief saw Nagarjuna moving outside the capital because he was staying in a ruined temple on the other bank of the river. The thief said, such a precious thing I have never seen. So many diamonds, so many emeralds, so much of gold. I have been seeing many beautiful things in my life, but never such a thing. And how did this naked man get hold of it? And how is he going to protect it? Anybody will be able to take it away from him. So why not me? The thief followed Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna heard his footsteps. He knew somebody was coming behind him. Nagarjuna reached the temple. The temple was an absolute ruin. No roof, no doors, just a few walls were left. He went inside a room without a roof, without a door, without windows. The thief said, how is he going to protect such a precious thing? It is only a question of hours. He sat outside the window, hiding behind a wall. Nagarjuna threw the bowl outside the window. The thief was very much puzzled. The bowl fell just near his feet. He was puzzled. What has this man done? He could not believe his eyes. He was also shocked. He stood up. Even though he was a thief, he was a master thief and he had some dignity. He thanked Nagarjuna. He said, Sir, I have to show you my gratitude. But you are a rare man, throwing out such a precious thing as if it is nothing. Can I come inside and touch your feet? Nagarjuna said, come in. In fact, I have thrown the bowl out so that you could come in. The thief could not understand what he was saying. He came in. He looked at Nagarjuna, his silence, his peace, his bliss. He was overwhelmed. He said, I feel jealous of you. I have never come across a man like you. Compared to you, all others are subhuman beings. How integrated you are. How gone beyond the world. Is there any possibility for me to one day to attain such integration, such individuality, such compassion and such non-attachment to things? Nagarjuna said, it is possible. It is everybody's potential. But the thief said, wait, let me tell you one thing. I have been many times to many saints and they all know me and they say, first you stop stealing, then anything else is possible. Without stopping stealing, you cannot grow spiritually. So please don't make that condition because that I cannot do. It is impossible. I have tried and I have failed many times. It seems that is my nature. I have to go on stealing. So don't mention that. Let me tell you first so you don't make it a condition. Nagarjuna said, that simply shows you have never seen a saint before. Those must have all been ex-thieves. Otherwise, why should they be worried about your stealing? Go on stealing and do everything as skillfully as possible. It is good to be a master of any art. The thief was shocked even more. What kind of man is this? And he said, then what do you suggest? What is right? What is wrong? Nagarjuna said, I don't say anything is right or anything is wrong. Do one thing. If you want to steal, steal, but steal consciously. Go tonight, enter into the house very alert. Open the doors, the locks, but very consciously. And then if you can steal, steal, but remain conscious. And report to me after 7 days. After 7 days, the thief came, touched Nagarjuna's feet and said, now initiate me into sannyas. Nagarjuna said, why? What about your stealing? He said, you are a cunning fellow. I tried my best. If I am conscious, I cannot steal. If I steal, I am unconscious. I can steal only when I am unconscious. When I am conscious, the whole thing seems so stupid, so meaningless. What am I doing? For what? Tomorrow I may die. And why do I go on accumulating wealth? I have more than I need. Even for generations it is enough. It looks so meaningless that I stopped immediately. For 7 days I have entered into houses and come out empty-handed. And to be conscious is so beautiful. I have tasted it for the first time. And it is just a small taste. Now I can conceive how much you must be enjoying, how much you must be celebrating. Now I know that you are the real king. Naked, but you are the real king. Now I know that you have the real gold and we are playing with false gold. It is said that the thief became a disciple of Nagarjuna and attained to Buddhahood. This is how real transformation happens. When awareness dawns, when you become conscious of every action you take. Remember, sin is born in the absence of awareness, and virtue, punya, blossoms in the presence of awareness. But if you ever come to my home state of Maharashtra and visit the holy sect of the Varkaris in Pandharpur, you will be amazed at what you hear. They sing with all their heart, Hari mukhe mhana, Hari mukhe mhana, Punyachi ganana kona kari. Meaning, just keep chanting the name of Hari, the Lord. Who cares about counting how much punya or merit you have collected? And this is why for over 500 years the Varkaris have touched the living experience of God. Something many scholars and pandits have not. Why? Because while these simple, love-filled Varkaris are lost in the joy of singing the Lord's name, the so-called scholars and pandits are busy keeping an account of how much punya or merit they have gathered so far. The scholars have their eyes on the tally, the Varkaris have their hearts on the Lord. Do you see the difference, my fellows? If you do, if something in you relates to what I am saying, then you are already walking the path. And once you are on this path, nothing and no one can stop you. You are truly an evolving soul. Hari mukhe mhana, Hari mukhe mhana, Punyachi ganana kona kari. Just keep chanting the name of Hari, the Lord. Who cares about counting how much punya or merit you have collected? How beautiful is this, my fellows? How beautiful. Enough for now. And I think this is the beautiful, one of the beautiful message I could share with each one of you on this beautiful upcoming full moon day. And if you are following me closely, I am certain you will resonate with this. Jai Sri Ganesha, Jai Guru, Jai Guru.
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः।